Dead On with Randy Ulmer, brought to you by Hoyt.
Up until I was about 40 years old, I had to wear glasses, and when I hunted, I hunted with glasses, obviously, and when I was shooting competition, I shot with glasses. And the one thing I know about shooting and hunting with glasses is it sucks. But I did learn a lot because I experimented a lot with glasses. One thing I always did, obviously, when hunting is always use a non-reflective frame. You don't want the frame shining and scaring the animal. And I always use a really good non-reflective coating for my glasses. And I also used anti-fog because one thing I found is if it was rainy or if I would run or if I would sweat, the glasses would fog, and so I'd put an anti-fog coating on them. But one of the most important things I learned about shooting with glasses is when you have glasses on and you're shooting, you turn your head sideways and you're looking right along the edge of the frame. And what I found is when you're looking along the edge of the frame, you have a lot of visual distortion. So what I started doing is either taking the nose piece off or bending it over quite a bit so that the actual frame of the glasses is up against my nose, and it allowed me to aim further from the frame and I'd have less visual distortion. And a couple of kind of cool things that I did is when they make glasses, they put the optical center of the lens exactly where your eye is looking when you're looking straight forward. For my aiming eye, which for me is my right eye, I actually had them take my right lens and I had them make the optical center exactly where I was aiming when I was shooting my bow. And it helped my visual acuity while I was aiming quite a bit. What I do now, because I actually still wear glasses occasionally when I hunt, but for a different reason. Now I have what's called presbyopia, which is basically old eyes, where I can't focus on my pins very well. So what I've done is I've had my optometrist take and use like a reading lens right where I'm aiming. So when I'm looking around, I'm not looking through a reading lens. But then when I'm aiming, there's a small circle of a lens that has my reading prescription so I can see my pins perfectly and make a good shot. The one thing I failed to mention is most people put the tip of their nose right on the string. And when you do that and shoot with glasses, it brings you closer to the frame, and so you get visual optical distortion. So what I do when I wear glasses is I take the string and I put it, instead of right here on the tip of my nose, I move the string over here, and you can see it allows me to aim more through the center of my lens so I don't get that visual distortion from the frame of my glasses.